this podcast might be a weird one, but let's just see how it goes. Let's see where it goes. So, and by the way, let me know if this is something that you experience as well, what I'm about to say. Um, because I'd like to normalize this struggle by knowing that other people have had it too. So, anyway, every year I seem to go through this phase where I spiral a little bit out of control. And it's not so much that I mentally spiral out of control, but I stop waking up early. I start watching more television. I start eating unhealthy foods. And I start feeling like I've got less energy, probably for all of those reasons. I start finding it difficult to sleep because I start exercising less. And then basically, I kind of slowly just spiral and things get worse and worse and worse. And then what will usually happen, this is the weird thing, right? I feel like I'm just coming out of one of these right now. What will usually happen is I'll stay up until about 3 or 4 a.m. A couple of nights in a row and just really go to the other end of the spectrum and just go like, really get really out of control. And then all of a sudden, that seems to fix it for me and I get back on track. It's almost like my body has been telling me all this time when I've been spiraling that you need to just let go. Just let yourself do what you want to do. Just feel crap. Stay up till 4 a.m. watching South Park and whatever Netflix show you want to watch, a movie or whatever. Spend the day watching movies. Yeah, still go to work, but just be crap in the morning. Wake up at the last minute and then run off to work and then come home and then just do nothing. And it's almost like eventually I give myself permission to do that. And then after I've done it, it's like my body's like, okay, cool. Now let's get back on track. And this happened recently. So a couple of days ago, I was up till 4 a.m. doing exactly what I was talking about then. I was like watching South Park. I watched like 2 movies in one day and just completely spiraled, right? But then I sort of got like, I've really come back now and gotten back on the horse. I'm eating healthy again, exercising, getting a good night's sleep. And it's almost like I said, I needed to totally tip the scale, almost like send the pendulum swinging so far to one side that it rockets back to the other side again, and I start feeling a lot better. And it's just so weird. I don't know why this happens, but it seems to happen every single year for as long as I can remember. And I seriously mean that, as long as I can remember. So I'm curious to know, anybody listening to this, have you ever experienced something like that in your life? Or do you experience this on a regular basis? Or maybe you get it on rather than like on a yearly basis, maybe you get it every 2 months or every 3 years of your life this happens to you. But yeah, I'm curious to know, maybe there's some sort of a biological reason behind this. Actually, I remember hearing, I was listening to a sleeping podcast, not sleeping podcast, sorry, a sleeping audio book. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's on the tip of my tongue. I might in a second. But in it, they say that some people go to bed earlier than other people naturally. And so some people have a circadian rhythm that is about, I think it's like 1.5 to 2 hours. They're within about that range of 1.5 to 2 hours. So some people might be better off going to bed at 8 o'clock, and some people might be better off going to bed at 9:30 or 10 o'clock because of their circadian rhythm. And apparently one of the reasons this might be is that diversity in circadian rhythm meant that when we lived in more dangerous times, there were all sorts of things that were trying to kill you at nighttime, like, I don't know, bears or lions or whatever. By spending more time awake as a group, it meant that the total time of humans to sleep moved from like, I don't know, maybe 9 hours if we all went to bed at the same time, or 8 to 9 hours. That turned into about 5 hours, because you can take away the 2 hours before when people go to bed earlier, and then the 2 hours of the person waking up earlier. I don't know if I'm doing the right math there, but anyway, hopefully you get the point. The fact is that evolution does these weird things to us, and maybe this has got something to do with, maybe it's a seasonal thing. Maybe I'm supposed to basically relax and stop working so hard around winter time. In hindsight, maybe it does happen around winter. So maybe this is like a winter thing where my body's like, okay, you need to stop for a bit. You need to really calm down and totally relax so that your body can like regenerate. You can get used to this new weather. And then we can sort of pick back up again and start hunting for food or whatever. So I don't know. I'm totally guessing here. There is no research that I've personally done in what I'm saying. This is me just kind of guessing around. Yeah, and so I just wanted to share that with you all. And please do let me know if you're watching this on YouTube. Let me know in the comments below. Have you experienced anything like this in your life, where every year or so, you basically spin out of control for a few weeks or even a month, and then you kind of need to claw out of this hole before you feel better again. And then when you do claw out of the hole, you feel amazing. Like, let me know if you've ever experienced that in your life. And if you're listening on the podcast, using a podcast app, hit me up on Discord. I love chatting to people on Discord. My Discord handle is LDiebold, which is LDIE, as in death. That's literally my last name, DIEBOLD. It's probably easier to spell if I say L Diebold, but yeah, so L for Luke and then Diebold. So yeah, by the way, if you like this kind of stuff, of course I need to do my pitch. That's the marketing thing to do. So check out quasarcast.com/register. I'm really proud of my work there. I think that my videos are pretty cool and they could help a lot of people. And so if you're into that kind of thing, check that out. Thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next podcast. And remember, there is nothing you can't build.